Hello, this is Jean, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my story as it relates to how I got here facilitating this book discussion. This will be the last book discussion that I facilitate for graduate credit. It has been a great couple of years. I did Speech to Print 1, Speech to Print 2, and Beneath the Surface of Words last year, and I am doing the same thing this year. And then I will finish up with that, and I will continue meeting with educators through the Advanced Science of Reading class that I teach with Dr. Robert Arnio. I very much recommend that class. We will have a session again. We have a session going on now, and we'll also have a session going on this summer. So I will give you more information about that class as we get closer. I have very much enjoyed and will enjoy during this session talking with other educators and working out what's going to be best for our students in our individual contexts. I do have 3 school-age children, and I want to be able to spend more time with them. Next year, next fall, instead of teaching a graduate class or facilitating a book discussion, however you want to say it, I am going to teach Latin to my kids and some of the kids in the community if their parents sign them up for it. So I'm very excited about that so that they can learn more about English and start to learn the foundations for language. So my story is that in 2019, I was one of 5 finalists for 2020 State Teacher of the Year for South Dakota. And I was a title reading teacher. I've been that for a few years. Before that, I was an elementary teacher and a middle school teacher. I taught in, before I came to Elkton in 2012, Elkton, South Dakota, I taught in Las Vegas. And before that, I taught in Milwaukee, which is where I grew up and spent the first 25 years of my life. And I really had a great experience with being a Teacher of the Year finalist, and I really wanted to find a way to give back to folks who may not have had, have that experience. It's like a representative thing. I was representing all of those of you who are South Dakota teachers who are doing excellent things. So I wanted to give back, and that's why I decided to start the South Dakota Science of Reading Facebook group with another educator. We did that in 2021 in January. And I also went ahead and got my dyslexia certificate from the University of Florida. And I did that also in 2021. And I'm already at the top of the pay scale. So that was just something extra I did because I really wanted to have a grasp of what I was doing as a title reading teacher. So then I also decided to facilitate these classes through the University of Sioux Falls. If you have a master's degree and 30 additional credits, you can facilitate graduate workshops in the University of Sioux Falls. They can be book discussions or classes on things that you want to teach about, as long as it's something that's related to teachers or helping them as educators. There's people that they will accept your proposal. I'll be happy to give more information about that to anybody who would like to know more about that. So this class is for anybody. It is a book discussion. So I am not going to be teaching you about morphology very much. We are going to be discussing the book. Sue will come in during the last couple of sessions and answer our questions and talk to us more about what we are studying. So I know that I have spoken to her, and both she and I just want you to come out of this class more morphologically aware for the benefit of your students. We are not asking you to implement any kind of process or program. We just want you to look at what you're doing, see how you're already implementing some of this, and see if there's anything that you want to add or tweak. This is my 3rd read through this book. When I had started the Science of Reading Facebook group with other educators, then Sue contacted me and sent me this book, wanted to know if I would read it, and I sure did. So she sent it to me and I read it in 2021. And then I did this class for the first time in 2022 in spring. And now I'm doing it for the second time in 2023. And now I have learned more about morphology and have started to implement some of that with some of my students. And I will tell you more about that in further sessions. But for now, I'd like you to just kind of think about this, this first section, these first 7 chapters in the context of your own situation. I believe that's all I want to say as an introduction. So thank you very much for your time. I just wanted to let you know I'm not teaching you in this class. This is a book discussion. We are learning from each other, and I am very excited to learn with you for the benefit of our students. Thank you.